It is Saturday, September 28th, 2024. And I am going to make a big loop down to Redding, take 44 over to Lassen National Volcanic Park, go into the park a little ways, turn around, and then come back on 89. It'll be a large loop, and it'll take a good chunk of the day. So I'm off. $66 outside, according to my temperature gauge on the Triumph. I'm just pretty light. It's going to be really warm when I get down to Redding. That's why I'm going to Redding first in the morning. I think Redding's supposed to get up to 97 today. It'll be fine though, up through noon at least. It is 9:40 a.m. This is Highway 89. I'll be coming back from the right, but I'm going out to the left here on the interstate. It's 67 now. I think by the time I get to Dunsmuir, it's going to warm up enough to where being chilly is not going to be an issue at all. Okay, just took a quick break at a rest area. Not that far from Redding. I was going to take off the wind deflector. The way it is, even on the lowest setting, I tend to kind of look through it while I'm riding, which bothers me a little bit, but I'll take it off and see what I think on the interstate without it. Of course, now, since I didn't do it at the rest area where I should have, I got to look for a place where I can safely put this bike while I work on it. I think this looks good enough. Okay, the wind deflector's off. I went ahead and moved the windshield into its highest position, which I still see over a little better than I do in the lowest position with that deflector on it. Now I just gotta get turned around and get back on the interstate. Don't see anybody coming. And I will find out in a moment what I think, but I already like the view better. That deflector was just kind of distracting.
Much better without the wind deflector. It was actually affecting the handling of the bike a little bit also. Still too noisy to use the helmet mic going at high speeds. The Purple Panda mic will fix this.
When riding, the elevation was around 400 feet. I'm up over 4,000 now. Rating temperature is about 87. Gonna get to 97 today. And now the temperature dropped to 79. It really feels pretty nice. It's 9 miles to the park. I think this is going to take me pretty close to the north entrance for the park. I plan to go into the park. I don't know that I'm going to ride all the way through it. There's a $30 fee to get into this park, according to the sign I just went by. I have a senior pass that ought to get me in for free. Good morning.
It's a fee-free day today. I don't even need to see your
There's a what?
National Public Lands Day.
Ah!
Yeah,
Well, I got this anyway. Would this have gotten me in for free?
it does, yeah.
Okay, I thought.
This goes in your window.
Okay.
Would you like them out?
Not really. I'm good. Well, we just put that there for the moment.
Okay.
Just getting myself squared away here, and I'm just now thinking about a lunch spot somewhere. I think that is Manzanita Lake to my right. Just looking at my map. Something called Reflection Lake to the left. I don't know if I'll get a view of it. Yeah, Manzanita Lake. Joline and I drove this road maybe a year ago. We were camping in our trailer somewhere a ways from here, but we just took a drive up here in the truck. But I can already say that you experience it much more viscerally on a motorcycle. This is gorgeous up here. Wonder if that's kind of park headquarters. That looks like it. Visitor center. Okay. I'm not going to take the time to do that. It would be fun sometime, but we didn't do it when we drove through here either because we had our dogs with us, which also meant we really couldn't get out and do much of anything. Haven't seen a campground yet. I thought there was something called the Manzanita Campground. Possible that visitor center, that there was a road went on past it to a campground. I think there was. Maybe on the way out I'll try to get a look at it, but I think I already missed it. I think sometimes about an Africa Twin with their PCT, automatic transmission. I don't think I would like it any better than this motorcycle, maybe worse, but it has one thing that would kind of help me. My left ankle, again, it's been replaced. It's a little bit stiff. It's a little bit hard to bend that toe down to get it under the gear shift lever. For upshifting, it's no problem going down gears. Going up could be a little bit difficult. On the other hand, hey, you know, it's got to keep that ankle bending and keep it working. So I may never do that either. So-called motorcycle might be something like a Can-Am Spider 3-wheeler. That would have an automatic transmission too. I don't know what the future brings. I hope I can keep riding motorcycles for 10 or more years. And I like this motorcycle. I'm on quite a bit, so I think I'll keep it for a while. Last words, but I think I will. Come on, you YouTubers out there. I mean, if you start signing up and get to the point where I can make some money on this channel, then I could try different motorcycles. But currently, all I'm doing is spending a whole lot of money and having fun making videos. But don't feel guilty. Sign up to watch my videos because you like them. And I think I'm going to leave my camera on quite a bit through the park. I mean, this is probably the most interesting part about this ride. I brought some extra batteries. We'll see how long this current one lasts. I had it in there for over 2 hours, but I haven't been keeping it on all that much. I've got a remote control for it, which is on my wrist right there. I use that because I can see that and push that button much easier than I can one on the camera. I know it's right up my chin bar, but it's a little awkward moving my hand up there and trying to push that button. I like the remote control on my wrist better. That's what works for me. These GoPros, they overheat and just conk out on you quite frequently. By not leaving it on, it hasn't overheated once today, but again, I haven't been putting it on for very long. Well, the temperature is 75. It was at 74 there for a moment. Very pleasant. Elevation is over 5,500 feet, so it's cooled down a lot. It's really good at just lugging along at low RPM. You can kind of ride it any way you want, about any gear you want when you're on a road like this going 40 miles an hour. I still haven't decided just how far I'm going to go on this road. It'd be nice if I could go far enough to actually get a view of Lassen. Lassen looks like it would be an interesting mountain to climb. By the time you get to where the trail starts, you're above tree line. I think we got out there and walked up a little bit towards the trailhead. Again, we had dogs with us, but you're not allowed to go anywhere in a national park. It's hard to swing my head around to point the camera towards Lassen. But it's to my right, it's up there. It's a big mountain. Not as big as Mt Shasta, mind you, but it's impressive. Okay, this area we're looking at here was taken out by the Lassen eruption that was in the early 1900s. I'll get more on that later, the exact date in. That was recent. People from Redding and Red Bluff could see it. There's pictures of it. When we moved to Mt Shasta, I read that there was a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 4 chance of that mountain erupting during your lifetime, but I think it depends on how old you are. I think in my lifetime, what's left, my odds are pretty good that it's not going to erupt. Summit Lake, maybe, recreation site coming up. I'll stop there. I'll find some place to eat lunch somehow. No table, I'll just find a place to sit down. Time to take a break, get off the bike. I've been riding for about 2.5 hours so far. So the elevation is 6,641 at the moment, and the temperature is 73 degrees. If anything, it's a little bit on the cool side. I mean, I got a lot of layers I can put on, but not. This just might be it. See what's in here? They got it closed. Well, I'm still going to park here and just walk over and find a tree stump or something to sit on and eat lunch. Time for a break.
I stopped to eat lunch at Summit Lake. There's a campground up here, but it was closed, and the road leading into it had a locked gate in front of it, so I just kind of parked along the road where other people had and walked down till I found a log to sit on with a nice view right in front of me. My motorcycle is just a short ways up there alongside the road. I've seen a number of people coming down here. I turned around here and headed home. The active volcanic features of the park would have been further up the road, and I didn't go far enough to see them. Maybe another day. Almost home. I rode 225 miles in about 5.5 hours, and I'm looking forward to being home.